Notes for my December 2024 reading of a May 2024 autobiography of Riley Gaines. Today is Sunday, 15 December 2024. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm talking through my book and reading notes for my December 2024 reading of an autobiography on swimmer Riley Gaines, Swimming Against the Current, Fighting for Common Sense in a World That's Lost Its Mind, by Riley Gaines with A.J. Gregory. May 2024 Hachette Book Group First edition, hardcover, ISBN in the video description. I started the book on Saturday, 14 December 2024 and finished the book on Sunday, 15 December 2024. It was 260 pages, including the About the Author section. It took me 2 days. I read 150 pages Saturday and 110 pages Sunday. And if you're looking at when I started filming this, I did start filming this at 5 a.m. It pissed me off so much. I was awake, wired awake about 1 a.m. and I was like, 1:36, I was like, I'm getting out of bed. I actually finished all of the cookies that my grandma gave me. And they're all gone. Sorry. If anybody wanted to share. And I finished the book. So, yeah. And because of the nature of this book, and it is attacking to me personally, I am of an asexual orientation. Is this video removable content? Content I would remove later if I wanted to. I'm going to dub this in the video itself as this is one that I might remove, especially if she were to like physically abuse me in public and stuff like that. But is that valid? Would that be grounds for me removing this? Anyway, it was a public library copy. I put it on hold and picked it up. I have not ever met the gal, Riley Gaines. I do not know the gal. And based on the content of this book, her book, she doesn't like that pronoun for herself though. I would reckon she does not even know my name. I have, however, met Leah Thomas back in May 2023, if I'm recalling correctly. It was over 18 months ago now, in a neighborhood of Seattle called Ballard. She, Leah Thomas, was friendly and nice. Okay, jumping in. I wrote stuff this time, and there's a lot, so it's going to be a little truncated in some senses. So, book notes, including construction and design. The cover is designed eerily similar to a phase transformations book I have. Since that book was a bestseller, this one, perhaps Riley Gaines designed her book to copycat/mimic the bestseller to make her book into a bestseller. Why? Make it visually striking in resemblance to try and get her dogma in gender politics to take off in material science around the term trans. Like, this is a staple in material science. So then, in that sense, she's like, and since it's about trans, I'm just going to copy it. Only catch is, per my science/mathematics experience, what she did is called cheating. So, Missy Riley Gaines, in my industry, is a cheater. Alright, so she chose the white print because of the white dots, the black suit because of the black dots, the silver jewelry because of the gray dots, and the blue background because of the blue background. It's not about doing hard work. I did actually predict this book, like in content design, the person, the conditions, that actually it pissing me off so much, like because it attacks people based on sexual orientation and stuff, and I was just like, well, 100% predictable is 100% predictable. It's good to read a book, and I was like, and that's why to read the book. Sometimes it's good to 100% predictability is, yeah, I did actually 100% predict that. All right, so my reading notes. About the author section at the back of the book, and the meat of the book, so to speak. This is the first book I covered in 2024, released this 2024 year, that I would legitimately say would be good to read the same year, 2024, of its release. Riley is trying to pull off an industry pivot to politics. Reading it the same year allows the reader to catch her in transition, so to speak. That is, since Riley's transition is relatively new, reading the book the same year of release allows the author and the reader to share in its recency. So she hasn't really completely transitioned, like finished the transition. It's part of the transition. So yeah. So it's like, this is a different marketing angle, right? So in that sense, I think she did really well on that particular timing aspect of it. On page 52, Riley says Wikipedia published a lie. This comes across as not very self-aware. Wikipedia is an online encyclopedia. If Wikipedia were to get cleaned up overnight, that would make her eternally printed book a lie. One that cannot be changed like in an online medium. So, this might not be aware of print. It doesn't get changed. Like this book doesn't get changed. Even if there are future printings that might have changes, this one doesn't, whereas online can be changed in an instant, so to speak. So she didn't really think about that. It comes across that way anyway. Okay. I don't know her, so I don't actually know her thought processes. Okay. Per her wording / phrasing in the book, Riley was born in April 2000, so she was 24 years of age when this book was initially published in May 2024. I was over 31.00 years of age when I filmed and published this video. Sunday, 15 December 2024. The first Olympic Games in her lifetime then was the 2000 Summer Olympic Games in Sydney, Australia. That does not apply to everybody born this millennium. In fact, anyone born after those Olympic Games were held were not alive for it. Hence, it was not the first Olympic Games of their lifetime. Big note. Next one. Being honest, I do not know where the hate Riley Gaines spews throughout the book comes from. She conveys a personal anthem of intolerance. Of note, she is a heartbreak type. Page 65, she mentions about sharing in heartbreak. Previously on this channel, I defined heartbreak as intolerance to / of love. So perhaps Riley functions on more than one mentality of heartbreak. She pushes a heteronormative ideology throughout the book, meaning from her perspective, anybody who is not heterosexual is wrong and should change themselves because they are the problem. This includes people such as me, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, as my sexual orientation is asexual, not heterosexual. Essentially, Riley Gaines has a definition. Here's the lady herself. Or is she a lady? I don't actually know. I haven't met her. Essentially, Riley Gaines has a definition for what it means to be a woman, and if someone does not look or act like her definition of what a woman is, then they should not be counted as a woman, such as low voice means man, low body fat means man, and presence of body hair means man. So then, some women call me trans because I have body hair and a history of low body fat. That is news to me, and I'm going to need to not compete anymore. Some people call it a type of lookism. So essentially, she's like, hair on your arms, hair on your face, you're a man. I got hair on my arms. I got hair on my face. I come from a furry. I'm a native peoples from more than one continent, especially cold regions. You know, we come with certain adaptations. So maybe it's partially racism. Her supposed concern over spot stealing is not genuine, as she is 100% white. That is 100% non-Native American. That is 100% invasive American, and has only stolen spots from Native Americans in all of her endeavors / pursuits. This asexual Euro-Native American supports her deportation. A grand takeaway from the book. Grand takeaway, since women like Riley Gaines do not want to share public spaces, perhaps everything should just be unisex. I support a unisex solution. When I attended the University of California, Berkeley, they had, in the mathematics building, they had unisex bathrooms. I've experienced that on a collegiate setting, It was nice having full-length doors so people couldn't peep under, to be 100% honest. All right, so I've actually lived through one of those unisex solutions. But my home industry is science / mathematics, and we have shared bathrooms and stuff like that. So like, sports is centuries behind us. It's a reminder how far behind certain industries can be at the same time. Okay. In conclusion, it marked full book number 73 for me for the 2024 year. And something I'm going to note and noting now. A golden angle in all this is female swimmers who competed against Leah Thomas, writing a book to share their perspective, such as Gretchen Walsh, who actually placed higher, finished faster than Leah Thomas in the same race. One note about Gretchen Walsh, though, she may not be any part Native American, as I previously said on this channel. I may have gotten that wrong. My bad. It would be nice for real women to not be silenced by persons like Riley Gaines, right? She was slower than Leah Thomas, so perhaps getting someone who actually won at the competition being discussed wouldn't be like, well, let's talk to the biological women who are faster, anatomical women who are faster than everybody else. no matter of gender or biological sense. It's not, yeah. It's not the golden perspective. Perhaps that's why she wore silver rings. Anyway, so my notes for my December 2024 reading of a May 2024 autobiography of Riley Gaines.